Okay, I'm Elaine.
I'm Diane.
And we're going to try to recreate this.
What do you call that?
I don't know. I would guess call it a garden with some silicone accents, because we're going to do some direct application of silicone along with regular fluid art with acrylic paints. We didn't use anything like enamels or anything like that. In an effort to save time, all the paints are pre-mixed. All the paints are using Floetrol and an acrylic paint of various brands. Sort of
4 to 1.
Yeah, 4 to 1 typically. A drop of silicone in most of them. Not in my white. I don't use any of that. The silicone we're using is the unicorn silicone. We got some tools set out already to be prepared. Each have a canvas, and each canvas has push pins underneath it. I don't have anything like a fancy drawing rack, so it allows me to set it someplace and then air can flow underneath it. We're gonna need this guy to spread the white. This is just really for moving the paint around. I utilize all of these different tools. You'll see what I'm doing as time goes on. A shovel, which will remain a mystery until I tell you what I'm using it for. And a comb, which is not really a mystery, but it may be, and I will explain it. We'll also need, each of us, because there's part of a swipe to this, is it's sort of just a clear plastic report cover.
Where did you get those from?
I got them from Office Max.
Oh, okay.
I've seen pours or swipes done with, I don't know, paper towels and pieces of cardboard or pieces of paper. I really like using these because I can see what I'm doing. I can make sure that I'm caught on the full bead and being able to run down and have a little bit more control with it.
Nice.
Okay. Also have a torch over here. I think that's it. So first step is going to be applying our white. So we move everything aside, dust things off of it there.
Okay.
And the white is just white, no silicone, like I said. I use white classroom paint. You know, it's acrylic, but I'm not buying anything fancy schmancy.
And as your base, is that still the 4 to 1?
Yeah, it's always the same 4 to 1, and it's got goobers on it, but we'll see what happens here.
Okay.
Yeah, lately my paint has been very goobery. I don't know what's going on. Probably bad Floetrol would be my guess.
Oh, mine
There you
dried
go.
up. So thank you. And you just did that little
Yeah, I
bit.
did a little bit of it. You don't want it on too thick, but you don't want it on too thin. The danger, or I should say the easiest mistake I've made, is having too much paint, because you actually lose what we're trying to accomplish into this base of paint if it's too much. Because yes, we'll swipe, but I really don't want white covering my entire swipe. Other issue I bump into is if I do it too thin, I'm still messing with it and it's drying.
And it's drying.
Yeah, so it's sort of a mixed bag. Hardest thing, I think, or I shouldn't say the hardest thing, these are just canvases from Michaels. They are not the high quality ones. They are the value pack, which means we sort of bow a bit, but it's all doable. All right, so I got a really nice white base here. Do my edges. And then it's time just to add paint. And again, first step, this is the goal.
That's the goal.
Now I've watched hundreds of YouTube videos and I've learned a lot from a lot of people. The way this is set up here, this tray is a washing machine tray. I got it at Home Depot. I think it was $29.99.
That's about right.
I've been using it forever, and someone else had rolling pieces of wood. I've switched.
Oh, the dowels, yeah.
Yeah, the dowels. I switched to, I just bought yardsticks from Home Depot and I glued them together. So they're, Yeah,
nice,
so they're a lot
durable.
sturdier and it brings it up a little bit to me.
Okay.
I have rolls and rolls of this thin painter's paper that I lay over because it feels like my area is clean, because there's no way to keep an area completely clean, but it sort of opens things up. So, you want me to put yours in the tub of water over
Yes,
there?
that's a good idea.
Okay, green time.
Green time.
Better to put on less than more.
Less is more.
Less is more, so
Okay.
I'm just going to dribble a little bit here.
Okay, and
Then I'll pass it on.
sounds good.
We have colors sort of all over the place. Diane has her colors she likes. I have the colors I like. I'm a purple blue girl.
And I'm like aqua blue, purple, yellow, orange.
everything.
Kind of like it. Psychedelic.
Okay. is yours. I think I may skip that one. Oop, this one's really running. Oh, I just made this.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
All right.
It might not be as shook as I thought. Yeah, it was this. This wasn't heavy bodied though, so oh well, we'll see what happens. Nothing wrong with thinner paint.
Okay, so the green is going to be represent basically the garden part.
Yeah, the grasses part, and I mean you can create the green and make it into grasses. You can make it into actual plant bottoms. But the last time I did this, like I said, I used too much paint. Yeah. It's easier to add paint to this type of a thing than to have too much, because when you do add, then it just sort of falls into it. All right, now time for some color.
Okay, and I'm gonna just add my own touch because I've got a lot of white spot, and so I'm just gonna put a lighter green.
Oh, it looks like we got a clog. Yeah. How many of you have decided that the best way to get a clog is to blow into the top of this?
No.
I do it all the time and then go upstairs and my husband says, honey,
been...
why are your lips purple?
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry.
Subject undetermined.
Yeah, hold on, this is way clogged.
Here, you want to go to the next one?
No, well, it won't work. Go ahead and keep going on yours.
Okay, because I was just going to give you...
And I'll do what I just said I don't do, which is this.
I was just going to give you a toothpick. It's been clogged for too long. Here, you want to go reverse?
This will work.
Okay.
Because that'll get stuck in there, I think.
So that's what I do, is I open it up and cram a toothpick in there. And yeah, you gotta...
All right.
Some of this, if you don't use them...
I know, and I don't know if... You know, I've heard people talk about the Floetrol breaking down or things like that, but it still feels like it has a good consistency to it, so...
So you have... Oh, well, that's
move on to a different color,
okay.
Diane. I am still fighting with this thing being clogged.
Okay, so I'm going to go with your favorite color. That was actually a secondary thought.
I got it.
So I'm going to go with yellow, because I love yellow.
And that is this yellow I have looked everywhere for. I mean, I was sitting down in the aisle with the paints.
Oh no!
Oh no! They've got to be used to me at this point. They keep them on the lower shelf. How else am I gonna get them?
That's funny, because they probably just want to stick a badge on you and say, "Here."
I know, here, lady. This is my favorite yellow. Here we go.
Oh.
It's just so bright, and I haven't been able to find it in any of the other brands in the smaller bottles. It's what are they calling it? Cadmium yellow.
Okay.
Hope I said that right. Okay, guess what? We're not using this paint.
Oh well.
God dang.
Son of a gun. You really wanted to.
It works when I. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Gotta remember, not too much paint. Not too much paint.
Not too much paint, and I'm gonna do my.
Don't use too much paint.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I was sort of frustrated with how mine turned out last time because I couldn't do what I wanted to do.
Okay.
And that was being able to create more of a grassy field, and I had so much paint, everything just like fell into it.
No.
So I'm gonna do.
So now we're just free dropping.
Yeah, free dropping whatever colors it is that you want to put in. You can always add later.
Okay.
Again, I keep saying that, but better to have less.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to be done. There.
Oh, you got a beautiful center going on there.
We'll see what happens after the swipe.
Okay.
That's the part you never know about. Oh, one other thing that we may use. And I gotta get all the way under here.
Well, now's the time to think about it. So I like to use it. Mine is blue because my series is called Eternal Spring.
You always have the greatest colors. I love the colors that you use.
It's just because I like the blues. Oh yeah, I forgot.
So we actually will use these at one point because, as I said, there's a lot more adding of paint on after the swipe to get the desired effect of whatever we're trying to do. So that's why I keep saying less paint is better. You can always add paint.
Gotcha.
So are we ready to swipe?
I do believe so.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
I was taught to swipe by somebody's YouTube video.
Okay.
Don't know who it was.
I just want one drop.
How I was taught
Okay.
was this. So lay the bead right up at the top.
Why do you call it a bead?
That's what they called it. It's like a bead of caulk, so it's a bead.
Oh, okay.
of
You want to just bead mine? Because
okay.
there's as long
It's
as
just something to help your whatever you're swiping with to grab onto.
Okay.
To be able to then pull down.
Okay.
One of the things I was taught was to make sure that you can stand with one foot slightly in front of you, because you want to be able to swipe it and not stop. So you start with one foot forward, and then
okay.
you pull back, and you can lean on your leg. I know that seems a little over the top, but it actually helps to keep things run smoother. So here's my swipe.
Okay, I'm gonna get garbage can for you.
Yeah. All right. So there we go. I cinch up to the edge so I have the most control I can, and I come down. Ooh, I really feel good about this. Really feel good about it. It looks the way I want it to look. Now I take this extra paint and give it a little bit to the edges. I mean, you can color that up later as well.
Right.
So it's not a big deal. Okay, your turn, Diane.
Okay, and this is not my favorite part of it because I don't have a steady hand. So I'm just going to
Do as
follow.
you can.
Yep. So I'm just going to lay it down here. I'm going to push it up, and there's a little bit of goober came
You got
down.
it. Goobers are easy to get out. I'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah, my white often has goobers in it, so does my black. I don't know why those paints seem to goober up for me. You're good. Don't leave too much paint, because then it sinks into itself.
Yep. And this is where my unsteady hand is. So hopefully it'll
all good.
it'll sink. Yeah. You know, it's the part that it is what it is.
It is. Everybody's turns out different, right?
There we go.
Now I've let it sit a little bit. I got some cells coming up.
Yeah, you
I
do.
don't
Oops.
use a
Did you
ton.
see what I just did?
It's okay. You're going to be painting from there. I don't know why I'm shaking.
Oh,
I'm
you're
shaking.
funny.
This isn't going to shake and do nothing. I'm shaking too much paint. I got some nice large cells. And then I'm just going to go over it lightly. See what I can bring out. A little bit more up at the top, because those are my colors that I'm going to be able to draw out on these strips using the addition of silicone. So, do you want me to torch you while I've got it?
Yeah. That'll save a little bit of time of.
Well, this torch is annoying
Oh, that's right.
because of the child safety feature. All right. You've got great cells going on.
Wow.
I might have scraped too much paint off there. All right.
Yeah,
so
and I
where's
don't have a whole
yours?
lot of. Yep. Over here.
Did you swipe white? That was the wrong side. All right. The other thing I really like about using these is I wash them, and I can use them again and again and again. I've also got them cut into strips and pieces and squares for partial swipes or all different types of things. So I can really use these for quite a long time. Whoops, we're sticking together. All right, I'm putting these to the side.
Okay.
Oh, I got paint in my arm. All right, so this is the thing that is, I think, the most interesting, and why we're gonna use our shovels. Take the shovel, and it's another, I drew a lot of beads here. Just run a bead of silicone.
Okay. Bead for me.
Bead for you.
Yep.
And then we get our comb.
You can't see this.
Yeah, it's completely invisible,
Right.
but it's there.
Mine is red.
So here's my comb. This is so simple. I dip it in here. And if I like to add this to the areas that you can see are shadowed. So in other words, I can tell that there's paint underneath there and the white has covered it up. And this is just one of a bunch of different types of flowers you can utilize on this kind of thing. I don't know. I messed around the other day and super unhappy.
So did we determine that these are going to be called like cone-ish type of?
No idea. Lupines. Oh, I love your colors. Your colors came out so much better than mine.
Oh,
I think I over-whited mine.
Yeah.
Regardless, we're not done yet.
No, we're not.
And
And so
each-
you're trying to keep your blues with your blues?
Nah, not
No,
really.
we're just.
I just like to see how many of the cells I can bring out, and then I can build using various other things. I might put some lower down. I never thought, somebody once said, actually posted on when with another photo that I had on here like that, and I was talking about what the process was of doing it across.
Like this?
Yeah, like that. I haven't really thought of that. Now, my silicone's getting dirty and thin, so I'm going to add a little bit more.
Yeah, I've just been dipping
Things
and
are
re-dipping.
coming out. You also have the choice of dipping in paint and then putting the silicone on. I don't know what I'm wanting to do here.
So
Here's an example. I
Oh,
think
look
I'll
at
go ahead and do
yours.
that.
See,
Mine's light and subtle. I love your colors. I love that you always use turquoise. I seem to be turquoise shy or something. I don't know.
and I am a purple person, and I surprise myself that I'm not putting a lot of purple in there.
Well, I am going to see what happens. I just did a line. Oh, wait.
Okay.
I didn't do a line. That was in the 70s.
There was
All right. I put
funny
another bead. I put another bead of silicone in there. I don't know what's going to happen here, guys. And then I put a line or a bead of Prussian blue. I love Prussian blue. So let's see what happens.
So you do blue.
Yeah. I'm going to see what happens there.
So,
See if we get what I want out of that.
oh, nice.
And if I get what I want out of that, I will probably do it with some yellow because I feel like I'm short yellow.
And
You know what? I know what I want to do with this.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do. I think I'm going to bring the purple out.
Yeah, I got a bunch of purple over here. Tons of it.
Yeah, you got purple all over the place.
Yeah, I'm a purple person.
Okay.
Yeah, I really love Prussian blue. Like, probably ridiculous.
So I am going to use a purple because I think I'm lacking a little bit of purple.
I over Prussian blue.
Oh no. Okay, so
That's fixable.
so you just put the bead right over the bead of silicone.
That's what I did, and then I sort of went this
Oh,
with the cone, so then
okay.
it sort of mixes it up, and I like it. It's sort of like a tie-dye look to me, anyway. But I think I need more. I need a variation in color there. So now I did a bunch of. Okay, my shovel. I want to switch things around. I just wipe them off, and I can start over. This was the most ingenious thing I ever saw on a YouTube video. Again, thank you, whomever you were, that stayed with me until 3 in the morning in my bed watching YouTube videos. That's where they sort of blur together. I don't remember.
Ah.
They're addicting. You just get lost in it. And next thing I know, I'm watching YouTube videos from people around the world paint pouring. It's fun.
I love the Aussies.
Oh, me too, me too. Oh, I hope that, all I hear about is those horrible fires.
Oh, right.
I hope I heard that things were a little bit better. I don't know if they feel the same way though. You know? All right. Do I want any more?
Pretty, pretty, pretty.
No, I know what I want. Wow. So I am done with my shovel, with my comb. Actually.
Okay.
Might not be true. I might end up using the shovel for something else. So I'm gonna clean it off.
I'm going to bring some of that color down
So this guy,
lower.
I guess, what is this called? A paint spatula? A paint knife?
Yes.
This. I use to go like this to create more of a flowered look.
Nice.
Now there's a couple techniques. I mean this, that's obviously really apparent as to what I did. See this blob I got over here?
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can make that look a little bit more like a flower. It's a blob.
It's a blob.
Yeah, it's a blob. It's pretty simple.
That's
They
when you
just
make it
nice
into kind of like inverted hearts.
Yeah.
That's well, no, when
It depends which way. If I go,
right.
oops,
Oh.
shaky hand. If I go that way, I get that. Let's try this one that way. If I go this way, I can actually curve at the top.
Oh, that's what you're good at.
That was nice. I like that. So let's do that with this one.
Oh, Okay.
and over.
And mine have always gone up and over, and I'm going to attempt to keep it straight until my hands start shaking, and then so I'm very happy with this.
I'm loving it. Now I feel like my blue's way too heavy. All right, so here we go. I use this, and I'm going to use various styluses. I have all kinds of little evil tools over here that I use to try to add paint to it or move paint around, all of those various things to get what I want. And this is just me making dots. And then with the dots, I go back to my paint knife. And here we go. I have another one I like quite a bit. I haven't done anything with the grass yet, obviously. I am still focusing on my... Oh, this so frustrates me, this big blob over here. I don't know what else I could do with that. Blob over it.
It
Sort of looks like that.
Kind of looks like a little bit of a tie-dye.
It does. Oh, I did this one backwards. See if I can still get a...
Oh,
there, got it. That's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with those. Those are hearts. All right, let's see what this turns
I'm
into.
gonna go up,
Up.
but I'm gonna come down
I need
with
more
the tail.
of this.
And I don't have any extra paint right at the moment, so my cells are
Did
very...
I give you... Oh, here.
No, not yet.
Okay, whenever you want them. Your cells are amazing, and it's the same paint. Well, maybe not. You got different colors.
Ah,
So, and I am not a one to follow recipes. So, you know, just is.
it makes us unique.
It does.
I like that.
It,
Perfectly imperfect.
and it also reminds me I don't control this. How many times have you said, hey, I'm going to go paint. This is what I'm going to make. Does that work?
No.
Not for me at all, at all. I actually get really frustrated when I'm like, oh, I really like what I did. I want to do that again. And then I'm not even near it. And the next thing you know, my pour turned into a swipe, turned into a double, triple swipe thing. And then I'm like, oh, geez, I'll use that to paint over again. Okay.
So Elaine over here has been doing this for such a long time.
June.
June. I know. Like a whole, like, you know, eon more than me. And someone asked her, do you have a video of this?
Oh, I've been asked for a video of this numerous times. Hopefully this will be posting onto the site that has asked me numerous times. I've done like pictorials where I've showed the individual pictures, but I've always sort of felt like I can't do a video.
And
How am I going to do that?
and I said, just invite me and
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. And this is what happens when we get together, is we just create and you would just let her flow.
I knew Diane was always an artist, and luckily I get to go up to, she has a wonderful place in Wisconsin north of us, and I get invited to go. And we
I kinda
sat
like
there,
you.
we like sat and colored for half of the,
Oh, we were doing Zen
yeah, we were
Tango.
doing Zentango, we were doing all kinds of
And
stuff.
then somehow this came up.
Yeah. And I think I'd already done it. Yeah, I had, because it was August. And I was like, no, I've already been doing it. I'm obsessed. This is a sidebar.
Addicted?
Yeah, addicted.
Yeah, you think.
Started with traditional pours, then did swipes. I have some other type of gardens that I've done. I'll just go get them. Since they're busy watching you.
And I'm just putting beads of green on the bottom because when I
Oh my
swiped,
God, I have to do that.
I swiped too much. And so my canvas is already starting to dry.
This is my original gardens.
Wow.
And I could just do these. I can honestly, I don't think I could do these again. I have a bunch of them. And it's like whatever inspired me there has disappeared. So, but with that disappearance, I'm pretty happy with this. So I've been focusing on these things.
Nice.
Okay.
Do you want the
I
green?
need purple. No, I need to finish I need to fill my
Okay.
flowers, and then I'm gonna focus on all of this green.
Okay.
But I'm trying to decide how heavy do I want to go here.
Well,
Oh, is this really running? No,
oh,
this is dangerous.
I was gonna say you're brave.
I know.
Nice.
Some of them, if I know the consistency,
Right.
right. Oh, big blob. But there are things that can be done with blobs, so I'm not gonna worry.
Okay.
I'm gonna just.
So, because I see, I don't know why I think of these cone flowers need to be blue, and that's why mine always turned out blue. And I think that's a part of being in your comfort zone.
Oh, these are so my colors. I feel like I should get out of my comfort zone, but I don't.
So, and I like to play around, and I think I'm in my own shadow here.
All right, I'm thinking I want to
So,
give me some top.
so is this what you were talking about? Is when your paint is too thick, it just kind of like
Yes, it
disappears.
Yeah, it's really such a fine line because you need the white. You need it to
Right.
be able to do what you needed to do, but also then your paint gets stuck in there, and that's
Right.
not fun. All right, this I tried to do last attempt, and it didn't like it. So if I don't like it, I'm gonna do it again, right?
Uh-huh.
I feel like these are. See, I'm thinking about putting black. Ooh, sorry.
No, I'm okay. I'm
Bumped ya.
going, no. Black? Do you remember black?
Yeah, I remember what I did last time. Okay, learn from previous mistakes. This needs to be repaired. I'm not sure what happened here. Looks like we got like this big, ugly cell in the middle of nowhere. That doesn't belong there. All right.
And I had a couple empty
this
ones because when I swiped, it, right around here,
Fixable. Except for that.
it's due. So I'm going to add a couple dots over here because I see the canvas down here.
Where's you gonna? This is gonna just make me madder because I'm gonna make it really ugly.
Oh no.
What could I do?
You can
Yellow. Could be yellow around it.
Just
Like yellow down.
tap it and
Or white.
use,
Try to fix it. White.
tap it and wipe it off.
The blues are so hard though to do that with.
Oh, is it?
So here's my. This is my most favorite tool.
Oh,
It
the
is such a-
stylus.
The stylus, but it's that bead. It's the worst one you could ever have. I've had to super glue the tip in a number of times because it's actually wood. What did I say I was gonna do? White.
Oh, I see.
I'm gonna see if I can repair this.
Yeah, I have a little bit too much white because it didn't swipe all the way down. I must have hicked up right about there.
Oh, this is just dangerous. Never done a fix like this before. So far, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I had a little bit of purple because I like to
just
blend
don't
my colors.
want- Oop, I have no idea. It's sort of like what looks like a big ant.
A big ant.
See how it's got little,
Oh, yeah.
it's got little feelers from me trying to make it look like it's not what it is. All right. We're gonna do that. Oh, I'm just making it worse. Here.
Is it
This
on the,
isn't horrible now.
is it on, yeah, it's on, not on the edge.
Well, it's close enough to the edge that I didn't have too much. Oh. All right. Well, the thing is I can always just cut that half of the canvas off. Okay.
Well, wouldn't you be able to, like, cut it?
No, it'll be fine
No.
once I put the green grass in.
Yes.
I think it will all disappear.
Okay.
All right, so this is the other thing I will use my shovel for. Primarily because I want to be able to gather paint, the green paint, in a deeper line than this. So two things I use to create the grass. One is going to be the simple popsicle stick, and the other is this. Both of them working very well by grabbing the paint this way. So I'm
Yes.
going to give myself two colors of green. I like the dark green, which I probably have.
Right
No,
here.
I don't? Okay.
Okay.
And then, the next dark green. This one maybe. Or maybe this one. Yeah. This one looks interesting. Is this the one I just made? No, this doesn't feel like I just made it.
I know you did
One of them.
one of them.
I don't know which one.
There's a lot of greens.
There is. I can never have enough greens or purples or
yellows
blues or yellow.
Uh,
Do I have that tone? All right, here we go. Let's. Two ways of doing this. You can start from the bottom, move upwards, and you're going to get a really straight line, or fill it up a bit more. Hit the canvas, bring it down, and shift.
so that makes it look like a leaf.
Yay.
So I noticed that you use your apron.
Oh yeah, my apron.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can see my apron.
Well,
My apron is stiff with paint. I think it stands up when I'm not there.
oh my.
Oh, and honestly, there's been times if I get way into this, with my earbuds on and everything else, I will be going like this.
Oh, no.
It comes right off. If it gets thick enough, it just comes right
That's
off.
true. That's true.
Yeah, no, it's,
I've fallen asleep standing up doing this.
yeah, I have a chair too, if you want a chair.
Oh, maybe a little bit later.
Yeah.
But
Because there is a little bit of, this isn't high, so you're sort of doing some bending over.
yeah.
Oh, I like my leaves. This is nice. The one, we did a practice video, and this might be one too, but in the practice video, my paint was too thick, and everything I did down here, it just got sucked right in, and then I ended up making just a whole bunch of tall grass to try to get rid of paint.
Right,
I
right.
really prefer having what appears to be like real leaves coming up.
I'm gonna need
Let's give
my
you
shovel.
some.
And
Yeah, I wish I could remember who uses the shovel, which video I saw. It's just such a great way to hold paint
right.
and not be restricted by the little circles, because I find those restricting. Okay, I want to be really specific here to the actual supposed flower. Yeah, I was trying to create the one I did that I love the best. No.
Yeah.
Oh!
Flying.
Yeah, flying painting tools here. All right. That doesn't happen. Each is supposed to be different and to be its own, I guess. Now I could also add black. I've done black like at the base. I've even done brown before. I haven't done brown in a
Oh,
long
like
time.
a tan or
Yeah. Oh, even just a dark brown to sort of give it earthy at the bottom.
right.
Hey, Arthur. Oh, you're not Arthur.
Oops.
Penny, what are you doing? Penny? There you are. She's the one who created all the little paw prints on my
Oh.
table. So somehow, like, I'll leave a painting on this rack overnight.
Yeah.
And then come back, and I guess she must have stepped right
Oh
through
boy.
it.
Stepped in at that time there. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, she's a
exactly.
friendly little one.
She's a friendly one. She'll just butt your leg. Arthur's the one who gets super friendly and wants to climb up your leg.
Oh, fun.
Not fun.
No. Okay, so
Arthur, I got. Oh, sorry.
go ahead. I'm trying your method with the shovel and just laying it in there,
Okay.
and I'm liking it. I have a very heavy hand, and so when I try to pull up, I don't have that soft. Except
You might want to try popsicle stick.
okay.
They're very. I mean, you can push up with them.
Okay.
And it's not hard, and you just use the very
Okay.
top of it. Dip it in your paint. Here we go.
And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to learn from you.
Oh, I always learn more for you because you do so much detail work, and I get stuck in the. I'll be done, and then Diane's still going and just creating and creating.
That's because I can't leave it alone.
Oh, I can tell. They look good, so you're taking enough time. But I do know what you mean about looking back and being like, I should have stopped.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have gone that far. Okay, I want to run some grass a little bit higher. Actually, I'm switching to the popsicle stick. I like this
I feel much more in control.
Don't you?
I do.
Me and my popsicle sticks.
And now I'm using my wrist, like you were just saying. Luckily, I've got rubber gloves on because I got paint underneath my fingernails. And
oh my gosh, I have a panic on Mondays when I have to go back to work. And I
Oh.
look at my nails, I'm like, they're black.
oh,
That's hard to get rid of. All right, I guess I could do some of this color.
I'm liking the way.
Oh, I'm so glad that you're liking this
Yeah,
better.
so I haven't gotten that twist yet.
Think of it as it's the first inch is all you're using.
Okay.
And you start from the bottom.
Okay.
Just lay that first inch, and so you're slightly high. And then you've got a lot of control on it.
So
Makes sense?
I like that petal type of.
Yeah.
I've got very light colors.
Ooh, my colors are starting to mix. So, this is what happens after a bit. And you really have to start to be careful of what you're using because the colors, the whites, all of that gets mixed in, and the next thing you know, you're smushing around gray paint.
Gray.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to refresh.
Oh, nice. So, a lot of times I feel like it's going all the way down to the canvas, and I don't want it to go that far.
But if it
Oh,
looks
look
good,
at
it
that.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, that one. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
sometimes I think I'm way down there.
Right.
Whoops. Where's the garbage?
Oh,
Over here.
Yeah, I moved it so it would be convenient for you.
All right. All right.
So,
Clean shovel. Let's see, what do I want to do now? I really like the dark.
okay. And
But-
mine has made progress from my last painting, I think.
I love your leaves. I think your leaves are taken off by leaps and bounds. Leaves and bounds.
Leaves and bounds.
Bad puns.
It gets worse.
I know.
Because
so if we do
after
a
while-
video series, it should just be called what?
What?
Diane and Elaine?
well,
Painting
that-
around? I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Painting around town. We'll go to your house. We'll go to
Yes.
my house.
And like last time, didn't even realize that the camera ran out of batteries 15 minutes into a.
But you know what? I think we needed that test run, to be honest.
I think so too.
I think we definitely did.
Okay, I'm really happy with this.
I did not overpaint. The last one just really made me sad because I know I just put, because the only thing that was wrong with it is too much paint to begin with. So I guess I didn't swipe off enough.
Okay.
But if I swiped off more, all I would have gotten was white. Okay, so now I want very specific stems.
So
I wonder if I want my grass to be really high. I think I might. So let's do some of those. And I might even be able to make my blue look less ugly.
well,
That'll
I
work.
see it as.
Ooh, I mushed my blue flower. That's okay. You see what?
Except with those antennas there, it could almost be. Well, I'm into the water part.
Yeah, you see, I mean, when you looked at this I did a swipe last night, and I want to start embellishments. So I got a cameo silhouette, which sadly I really don't know. I feel like I should go to school. And I've learned some basic things, but I want to be able to sort of embellish my pores, and I want to embellish specifically swipes with different various colors on them. So I was working on one of those last night. And why am I talking about that? There was a
just
point.
Embellishing.
There was a point.
Oh.
Oh well, never mind.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You feel like you need to take a class on that. And,
Oh, on that, yeah, because
Yeah,
I'm trying to
that's-
do different things.
and that's why I'm here, is because I wanted to learn different technique and actually help you with your videotaping, and I think we're both perfectly
time.
comfortable here.
Oh, yeah.
You don't even realize it's going, or you might have run out of batteries. We don't know.
And no one's ever gonna see this. or
Yeah.
Whatever. All right,
See.
I think I'm not done. I do think though, instead of plant, I'm gonna go with a little bit more I'm stopping. I want more of a stem coming down. Sure, black wouldn't be a good idea for stems?
You like black.
I don't. I just want something that's darker than the green I have.
Then
I suppose I could mix green and black.
it,
Make my very own.
I think if you put a couple drops in there
Yeah.
and do thin wisps, it will blend in perfectly.
Just black. I think. Oh,
Yep.
you know what I'm gonna do? I'll just put black.
See, my paint is right here. It is just sucking it right up.
Yeah, they're often my edges will be drying.
Yes.
So it's you can't like take a ton of time with this because you sort of do have some level of a limited time frame. All right, there's my green black.
Perfect. Perfect.
Now, this may be a huge mistake.
No.
But what I'm wanting to do
Call it experiments
is
and waiting.
an idea that sort of creates definition to each flower stalk, I guess you would call it. See what I'm trying to do? A little bit of.
I see a little bit of depth
Yeah.
happening there.
And I do struggle with that. Sometimes I feel like I'm just really one-dimensional. And it doesn't have to be. Oh, hold on. I'm not really. Come on, you. I don't know. Was this a mistake?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't
want
think
more
so.
Contrast. I think I need to make sure I'm very thin with it.
Yes.
Yeah. But I feel like.
Yeah.
All right, this one I'm gonna like a lot, I think. Yeah, I like the black.
You like the black.
Well, I like the definition of a stalk.
Ah, okay.
And I wasn't really able to do that. You need a stalk. With the greens, there's too much. And I did, the other one I think I did a lot of heavy grasses moving upward. And I think I might, but I think this is sort of done-ish for this part. I might add some more grass. Wait, here. All right. Oh, you know what I need?
Oh, what's that?
Tops to flowers and such.
Oh,
I have to make a decision what I might want to do up above. And look, I have a visitor.
oh well, hello there.
A random dot.
There you go. Put legs on that thing and let it call it home.
Yeah, there. That'll be good enough with it. Okay. I'm tempted. Maybe connect this.
So,
But I am coming to an end. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, this is.
this is a nice big fat. I can make some.
Oh, I know. That
fat
one's
stems.
fun.
This is like,
Yeah, I got it like a whole kit, and I get you. These stylists are dirt cheap.
how much humongous there.
I know. I've got even larger ones actually.
Wow.
Oh,
So-
and you know what I should show you? You've always wondered how I did this.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you how I did it. Where's my favorite tool in the world? This is a cool
Oh.
one for fun. That's not what I'm talking about using though.
All right.
Okay. I have buckets and buckets.
That is very pretty.
Ah,
Don't get the,
That's me.
this is my husband Dan saying how cool everything is.
Oh,
yes, we are on.
Oh.
We are on camera.
We're live.
Uh-huh.
and I walked in with my blanket around me.
It's not that cold. Well, I got the heat on back in.
Well, I'm going back to the smoke.
All right.
It gets-
Bye.
it gets
Should I
cold.
say
A little
enjoy? Okay. Favorite tool. Keep talking.
Good.
And I will. If it's gone, I will
no.
be so distraught.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I
I
need
can
it.
use this, but this is not what I wanted. All right. Maybe it is this one.
Okay. And where I like to highlight my, instead of black, I usually use white as a contrast for shadow, but I don't understand the light dark.
Oh, this is bad.
So I have a tendency of not finding my a focal point. I just I just dot away and hope that something comes out, because I still think it's just all subject to interpretation.
Totally
And
agree. And luck and
now this one, I'm going to add just a little bit of lighter color on top of the dark.
all right. Favorite tool officially missing.
Uh-oh.
I'm crying.
Okay.
All
Turn
right.
out the cameras.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know how I'm gonna show you this.
Okay.
Um,
What are you trying to...
it's this really cool way to make like this flying caterpillar thing that I made
Oh.
numerous times. And
Okay.
oh, you know what? I did find an alternate tool that works.
Okay.
Almost just as well. So what color do I want my bug type deal to be?
Oh, yeah, we have a garden. It can't-
Purple, green. I think it should be a bright green up at the top.
Okay.
Green. We'll see if it works. It's not really a bug, but I think it is a bug. All right, ready?
A happy bug.
All right.
Cute. Oh,
Bug.
Okay.
Or it's not really a bug, but whatever you want to call it.
Oh.
Did that upside down.
Well, look at that.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. And I could even, come to think of it, I could have those coming down from the top like Spanish moss. Or I think what I'm going to be doing is this. Adding it. So much of these gardens is adding things. It isn't a matter of, you know, like with the pour
right.
or with the swipe, there's a point where you stop and you say, all right, done. This, you can keep going until the paint dries. There.
Oh, that's...
Digging it.
I like it. I like it.
All right, guess what I'm going to be doing a bunch of those. I really like that it's green and it's carrying the green up top,
Yeah.
because then it's almost
It's-
like our grasses are alive. There you go. We want one here.
Oops. I think I just ran out of paint. That's what happened with me. Cute.
And yes, I have to make the sound.
So,
Ooh,
I'm...
baby.
Nice, nice, nice. So, I'm not sure what happened over here.
Okay. I'm going insane with this
Okay.
because I think this looks more like a vine coming from the back end. So I don't want to just leave it there. I want to make it bigger. Now my paint is already drying at the top.
So you're basically just...
You're
You're just adding on top then? It doesn't really matter at
It's
this
not
point.
gonna, well, yeah, it won't divide out. You know how I'm slicing it?
Yeah.
You can see it doesn't slice
Oh,
anymore.
right, right, right.
Yeah.
So, could you add a little white to yours?
Yeah, sort of a risk though in my mind
Yeah.
to do that. So I'm not gonna. Because then it gets lumpy and it's sort of like, what's that?
Live dangerously. All right.
Yeah, there. We have a little vine coming from off the side of the world.
That's cute. And you know what I tend to do is I tend to use every drop of paint, because like I'll never be able to go to another store and replenish it.
Oh, and I'm a paint waster.
I am.
I'm a huge, I don't know, I feel like I'm a paint waster. Maybe I'm not. I have to say though, these gardens use a quarter of the paint that you would use on a pour.
Well, I see how many, just a few drops.
Yeah, you just don't need as much. And when I had been doing gardens for a while, I stopped, it went back to pouring. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just pouring paint and it just ends up everywhere.
And it's pouring down, pouring off.
It's just everywhere and it's all, you know, I know you can do things with skins and all these other things, but there's only so much desire in me to do things.
Well, that takes away from doing this.
Yeah, and this is my hobby,
Outlet?
not my chosen, what do you want to call it, profession?
Right.
Vocation.
Vocation.
Oh man, I am so loving Oops, wrong tool. Yeah, don't do that. You'll be sad. Yeah, I'm totally getting into having these vines up here. So it's like Spanish something or another's. Yeah, I'm drying up top too.
Yeah.
Whoops. It's a little bit harder to do when you're drying out. Still look good. I'm fine. Yeah, and again, if you have too much paint, it really makes the rest of this impossible. So I'm not going to say, oh, darn it, I wish I had more paint in here. I don't think I do.
Oh, you mean on your canvas?
Yeah, not on my canvas, because then you just lose everything.
And where the very center of mine seems to have sucked up all the anything
It's like
that
where
I've
everything's sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's partially because it's a Michael's value canvas.
Oh, so it is sagging a little bit?
Yeah,
Okay.
these guys sag, you know.
And then when it dries.
I did see a video on YouTube.
Really?
Wouldn't you know? And this woman was showing various different ways that you can. I got paint on my nose. Various different ways you can like tighten a canvas.
Oh.
And it was really interesting because one way was just to turn around and spray it with water, and that can tighten it up.
Really?
But the more interesting way, which I feel stupid that I didn't know,
Oh. Okay.
these little slits here.
What?
They make pieces of wood that you can slide in there and it tightens the canvas. So that has meaning.
Ah.
I know. It's like, oh, what do you know? Epiphany? Is that
I'd feel like such a
I know. I was sort of like,
I've seen those before, and I'm like, what the heck are they doing
Yeah, I
there?
figure they're just trying to
Short.
save wood, right?
Right? No way.
All right. So this is going back to something I used to do
Oh
all
my
the time.
gosh, yeah.
So we're going upside down
Good.
because I used
Look
to
at
love
you.
to create up at the top as well, almost like that you had, so it's jungly.
Yes.
So I'm going to go back to, how did I do this? It was all popsicle stick.
You're
So-
good at that.
Yeah, but you know what? I can't tell you how long all I did was popsicle stick. I didn't use tools for ages. Almost everything I did.
Huh.
This was all popsicle sticks
Really?
and dendrites.
Oh, and the dendrites.
See the those? I can't show you. It's off camera.
Okay.
But yeah, and the dendrites.
Is that what we tried to do with the
did one
alcohol?
Yeah, and that's totally a different deal. You have to have a
Yeah.
lot more paint. Like a lot more.
I think when I tried that, it just sucked it right in, and it was all underneath, and it never dried.
Yeah, you have to have like a really good, yeah, I'm changing this completely up, so.
Is that where the canvas comes in?
Here comes up you have to have an even coat of paint
Oh.
when you do the dendrites.
Right.
Otherwise they either turn into, they're not quite flourish and they look like crap.
Oh boy.
Alright, see, totally gonna go over what I had done here.
Oh, look at that.
Because I want it to be very, very different.
Yes.
And that's what I'm doing. Sort of like a Spanish mossy type thing.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm sort of digging it. And I can still leave a little bit of those little grainy things. Yeah, but this is, I need to go back to my roots of the popsicle stick. I really did so much just using this one tool. I thought it was for ice cream.
Ice cream anymore.
Oh, and by the way, just so, if you didn't know, Michael's has popsicle sticks, right?
Yes, they do.
Biggest ripoff ever.
Really?
Yes.
Why for?
I don't know why. They charge like a small fortune for them. You're better off, again, on Amazon, and you can buy them in bulk.
My
Like,
favorite.
yeah. So it makes a little bit more sense. Even Hobby Lobby's popsicle sticks, I thought were too expensive. But I guess
They're
when
probably
you're
all
there,
coming
they
from-
got you, so.
True.
I don't know. Is this okay? Or have I gone too far? Am I
Now
insane?
I'm.
Now there's so many variations. We could have swiped with blue from the top and then it
Right.
gives you a sense of blue sky. I have mixed regular, like a light sky blue, no
Right.
silicone. I have mixed an off-white, no silicone, that can be used for swipes without cells.
I'm feeling like I need something up there.
Me too. That's why I ended up with this,
All right.
which I'm still wondering. I guess I should turn her around. Her. She's
Her.
not her name.
It's a she.
I don't know. I don't mind it.
All right. I'm going to see how this turns out. And then,
I still think I want.
there you go. And I want to put a drop
Do I have any of that left? A little bit.
right there. So,
Look at
there. Oh, well,
Yeah, that's always dangerous with my paints because I'm
Yeah.
not a consistent mixer.
okay.
And I
So-
don't use distilled water.
Oh, why
I use
not?
well water.
well,
'Cause
well,
it's
well,
wet.
Well.
So yeah, I am not a paint purist.
Okay.
How do you mix your paints at home?
Oop. Not very well.
There you go. I think, you know what? I also, do you not want that there? Because you know what I've always wanted to try?
Oh, on yours, you won't try.
No.
You're funny. Well,
No. Well, no.
I was gonna make
If you ever, I wondered.
Go ahead.
Mine was already stuck. No, I ain't doing it.
Oh,
so
you-
just a pipette, push it and pull out and see if it does anything.
Okay. So I'm gonna push it in. Oh my gosh.
It's not gonna take it all. You already got a blob, but it
Right.
definitely reduces the amount of the
Right.
blob.
I actually wanted a thin blob for the reason that I thought it would be adorable to make a little ladybug.
Oh, perfect.
So these are now ladybugs up here.
Oh, I like that.
So I'm gonna add one.
If I could take a class on how to paint bugs, I would. I've looked online everywhere, how do you paint bugs?
Yeah.
Well, I can paint a bug, but with acrylic pouring, it's really hard because the medium
Yes.
is so, I don't know, it's thick. It's not like I'm actually drawing a bug.
No. Again, it's open for interpretation.
Yeah. But then also, like these paints, sometimes it's sort of like, well, that just disappeared.
Yes. And this actually works very, very well.
Does it look wrong, the purple that I'm adding at the top?
Not at all.
All right, I sort of like it.
Okay, so I'm going to smooth out the red that I just put in the end because I do want to make a round
Teeny tiny bit of this, but not very much. Top.
Actually, that looks like a flower. So now I'm going to change it from
That's
ladybugs.
not that big of a deal. I need to shush. I can have a little bit of that in there. I don't mind. Pleasant mistakes.
So-
Every mistake is a possibility, but doesn't feel that way at 11 o'clock at night. And you swiped it 4 times, and now it's black. And you didn't wear gloves, and you have to work the next day. I know. Oh, my famous thing is I get up, okay, get up, have coffee, play words with friends, get ready,
Oh.
go to work. Don't forget to wash your nails. Don't forget to
Oh,
wash your
no.
nails. And I get to work, and I'm like, crap,
I forgot to wash.
forgot to wash my nails. And I have clients coming in right early, and they're gonna think I have dirty hands. I do have dirty hands.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm done, girl.
Okay. Well,
I think.
This
Let
is-
me-
this is-
there she is. Saw the process. I'm flipping it back.
I'm
I think I like the top part, sort of. Yeah, no.
I'm just finding this fascinating that we started off with the same color and how it's morphed into what we
We have like our styles, I'm telling you.
yeah.
Very much so.
So that was a bug, and it is now a center of a flower.
Looks amazing. This should be something.
There you go.
It wasn't supposed to just be this blob in the middle of nowhere.
Right. And this was going to be a ladybug, and
I swear I gotta move the garbage back because I'm gonna start throwing
Oh.
things there.
good idea. So I think that, except for some last minute touches, not to overdo it, I think this could conclude. What do you think?
I think it could. Here. Let's flip them around.
Okay.
Give you sort of a better view. Hopefully it's not too shadowy. This is just my basement. But there you go. A garden, additional silicone. You saw the tools. Any questions? Well, I guess if I post this video,
Right.
you can ask questions underneath it.
There you go.
Are we good? All right. Bye. I should come around here, right?
There you go. And thank you.